Okay, so I'm joined on this bright, sunny Saturday morning. I'm dressed, which is unusual for this time, and I'm joined by EVILLE, a band making some serious waves from Brighton. Their debut EP, Brat Metal, is out now, so you've got to go and check it out. So first of all, guys, how are you guys doing on this wonderful Saturday morning?
We're great
Yeah,
though.
great, thank you.
A little bit tired. It was Halloween last night, so
Okay, did you dress up? What did you guys do?
I was just a cowboy. It wasn't anything interesting. It was what I had in my wardrobe.
The fact you've got a, like, I'm picturing you like pulling out a Woody costume from your
Yeah,
wardrobe right
no.
now. So,
Surprisingly, I did
you
have
know.
like actually like a good hat as well. So
See, I love Halloween and I never actually go out and get dressed up. I just went to see Those Damn Crows last night and it was minted. It was a good show. But anyway, we're not talking about the Welsh right now. We're talking about Brighton. So, first of all, EVILLE, you're kind of like a fresh new name in heavy music, and you are making some serious noise already, which is really, really cool. But I do want to sort of start right from the beginning because where did you guys come from? How did you come together as a band?
We all kind of met in like very sort of natural ways, really, didn't we? Like
Yeah,
we kind of
yeah,
we like all chose each other. It just felt right. Like I met Milo when I was around 16, and then we met Jude through a mutual friend, and we all just gelled really quickly, really, didn't we?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what do you
Cool.
think of
We
that?
were in like a band previously, weren't we? And then sort of that band dissolved, and we started EVILLE. Yeah, and then Duke came along a little while after, and sort of completed the lineup. Um, yeah.
Now, you guys have sort of coined your own genre, sort of known as Brat Metal. Now, how did this sort of idea come about and evolve into, the sound you've got now? And how did it sort of point towards the release that you've just launched?
Jude,
What's
do you want to
yeah. Um, so yeah, I'd say with Brat Metal, it's like we've always said that Brat Metal is our genre throughout like the whole time we've been a band. And that's really because it's to us because we made the genre. It's what we make. So like when we release a song, that's Brat Metal because we made it. Um, so really discovering what Brat Metal is never happened because it's always been what we make, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. But like I guess there is discovery in like in progressing and like we're creating music so often and we're just like we made an EP. We're not just doing singles anymore. Um, and when it came to making an EP, we knew we wanted to call it Brat Metal because this whole time that's what we've been making. It's what we love to make. It's what comes natural to us. So it makes sense for our debut to be us.
So the EP, self-titled Brat Metal, and it kicks off with that sort of very song, and it is quite a surge of energy with a bit of, I'll be honest, what I'm getting from it, a bit of a techno edge, which is really quite neat. Um, was it this sort of sound you were going for, and this was the sort of song that you wanted to launch the EP with? Because a lot of people, you've released quite a few singles already, but this could be a lot of people's first introduction to EVILLE. So, what was it about that song that you wanted to be the introduction of your first EP with?
Well, with with like the opening track Brat Reveal, we've actually been opening our live set with that song for quite a while, like even before we had the EP fully fleshed out. So it always felt like the intro to something, like, the opening. So it just totally felt natural to have that be the opening track and the leading single. I think we were all like on the same wavelength really with that. I think that riff, like the way it kind of comes in from nothing, like and then builds into that huge riff, like kind of just felt like the perfect opener to us.
And then, like additionally, like we had the chance to work with a great videographer to make a music video for it. So when from the perspective of someone who's just coming, like just discovering us, they can listen to this song. If they like it, they might want to watch the video. And I think we're pretty proud of this video. We think that that's going to keep make people stay even more. So really, like it just felt like the perfect first song.
So, full confession, I haven't actually watched the video yet. I've got a little to-do list, which is watch this, and I've just been running around this morning trying to get ready. So, you've put this on my radar that I need to actually watch it after this interview. But, the song is absolutely great. One that and thank you for this, by the way. One of your songs, Bikini Top, I found myself sort of humming away and even singing quietly while I'm at work at my desk in an office. So first of all, like I'm getting weird looks because of you guys. But this is, this track actually hits quite hard and actually says quite a lot. Um, why was it important for a song like this to be put on your EP?
Well, like with Bikini Top, I'd kind of been wanting to write a song like that for a while. Like it's all based off of real comments that I get, like whether that be online or at gigs. Like the classic one I always get is like, "Oh, you must be cold wearing that." Like, "Oh, do you want a coat?" And I got so sick of it, and so I was like, you know what? Let's put it into a song. And I kind of told you guys, and the song was birthed basically.
Yeah.
And we really fancied going for like a more new metal style, like with that song, because I feel like new metal was a big influence on us, and we really wanted to like tap into that side of Brat Metal. Yeah, I really like that song. It's very fun.
I really love the lyric, the main like lyric of the chorus, "I'm so hot in my bikini top," because it's going off of that thought of men coming up to you and going, "Oh, aren't you cold?" And then I'm so
Yeah.
hot in my bikini top. Like, you're on stage, you're performing, you're warm, you're literally warm, but it's also you being like confident. It's like, "No, I look good, I'm hot." Like, I love that lyric because it's got that double meaning and it's very Brat Metal.
Yeah, I want to put that out there. It is a play on words. I feel like we haven't
Yeah.
mentioned that really before.
Yeah.
It's like, and also that I'm way hotter and way less clothes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's the
that
same
is
thing.
way hotter. I don't need a coat. So yeah, that's a fun play on words.
I'll be honest, I didn't actually think of it from the perspective of being on stage in a gig, with the lights on you. But, for me, the interpretation I got of that tune very much was more empowerment and, well, basically calling people out for misogynistic views to a degree. So that's why I think that song is, quite an important one. But I do want to move on. Brighton, where you guys are from, it's got quite an alternative culture and creative freedom. I mean, I say down the road in Croydon, but Brighton is one of my usual destinations. What is it about Brighton as a city and, a cultural centre that helped sort of define evil?
That's a good question.
You guys have been, Marla, you've been there like your whole life.
Yeah.
And Eva,
Yeah.
you've been there, I don't know how long, but a long time. And I was only in Brighton for uni. So that's when I met them. So I was only there for 3 years. I've only just left. I'm in London. I want to go back.
These are come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Brighton's like quite interesting because there's so many small venues in Brighton. And like there's a good sort of range of venues from like absolutely like tiny, like the Rossi Bar,
Yeah.
with, like sort of 50 people in a basement, all the way up to obviously like the Brighton Centre, but you've got Concord
No, but it's
too.
cool. Yeah,
It's
a nice gradual gradient of like venue
yeah.
sizes.
So there's always like the next place you can support at and the next place you can headline at.
Yeah.
And there's like a good variety of different gigs that are on. And we sort of struggled a bit in Brighton.
I am grateful that we like got to form in Brighton though, because I think, we take it for granted a bit, but it was like a really great place to like form a band, I think, really.
Yeah. We had to like find a niche, didn't we? Because it
Yeah.
was quite hard in Brighton to find nights that would have you, because there's sort of like crazy metal nights and then there's like the sort of rock nights, and both of them were like, oh, you're a bit too heavy or you're a bit too soft, and it was like trying to find the right sort of crowds to get in front of was like quite difficult. But once we sort of found a sort of group of bands that were quite similar to us, we were able to like play off each other and stuff.
It's a lot of grunge in Brighton, I found. Like it's a lot of like punk and grunge, but there is a small like metal community, which is very good.
Yeah.
See, it's interesting you say that about the grunge thing. That's something I've always noticed when I'm down there. I'm always there going, this is like Seattle in the 90s, but in the UK by the sea. So, um, now you guys have like, you've been busy in 2025. You know, you've shared stages with bands like Wargasm, Red Hook, which is actually where I discovered you. I can't remember the venue, but you played with Red Hook, Defences, and it's rare I can make it to a show to see the opening act, but I always try. So, you know, Delilah Bond, you've played 2000 Trees, and Reading and Leeds. How has that felt, you know, having that sort of that climb in that year? Because those things are big.
Yeah, very surreal. We've kind of this has been our biggest year as a band. Yeah, like this has been our first proper year as a band, really, I feel
Yeah.
like.
It's funny because a lot of like you hear a lot about like, oh, you need to book your festivals in like late the year before. Like that's where festivals book. So like after that, basically there's no chance of you getting on them. And in January, at the start of January, we'd booked Burn It Down and we
Oh,
were
that we
really
did that
looking
on
forward to
film.
that.
Yeah.
And then that's all we had from January and the tour with the horror. And after January, everything came through.
Yeah, it was
And Reading and
insane.
Leeds didn't happen until about like April, May time. Like
Yeah.
we found out about it. So we sort of didn't expect any of this from the year. We were like, oh, we're going to play our first festival this year. It's going to be great. We've got like some stuff to work on and some shows. It's going to be really fun. And then like everything just sort of like happened all at once. So it's been like really crazy.
Yeah. Do you want to add something?
I did have something, but I forgot.
Do you know what? I do that all the time, and you'll jump in later going, "That's what I wanted to say about this question 5 times ago." You know, it's cool, man. I do exactly that. But you know, further to the big year, you've also gained some serious recognition from BBC Radio 1, Krang, Radio X. And these are big names, and they're championing you as a band and a new band in heavy music. How's that recognition, has that recognition added to the pressure to you guys to do stuff, or has it actually fueled you more to go harder and look further to the future?
I'd say it's definitely fueled me. I mean, I think we've gotten to this stage by doing what we want to do, kind of thing, like making the music that feels natural to us, that we love to make, being who we are on stage. Like it's what we just love doing. Like I spend every single second of every day thinking of this band because I love it. And I know that them two are the same. So yeah, I mean, really, it just boosts me. When I see Kerrang say something, I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. I want to release another song now.
Yeah. It's just like that. Like, it's such a rush to see like your name in Kerrang or like hear yourself on Radio 1. And yeah, it just sort of makes you want to do it again because you're like, oh, this time I like, we can show like that we can do better than this again. Yeah, it is mad.
So I do want to get your views on something as well, because you have just released an EP. But in this day and age, it's very easy. I use the term easy quite loosely, but to get music out like heard as singles and things like that, and EPs and albums and copy and collections of music like that, they're becoming less relevant in the day and age of how we consume music. What's your view on that as a younger band? Because I'm in my 40s, I'm a dinosaur now, and I'm still there going, I miss the record shops that I could go to easily and get a physical album. What's your views on this? Because you're the next generation of musicians that are gonna move things forward for us.
We definitely had a lot of people like trying to tell us what to do with this EP and like trying to tell us how we should do it. Some saying don't do a 4-track EP like that. But the three of us are very big fans of physical media. We really like buying CDs. We like listening to albums in full. All three of us really like having a body of work to listen to. So really, we just did what we would have wanted to hear from a band, and we just did it the way we wanted to do it. And yeah, I mean, we're very much in favor of like bring back CDs, bring back like adding value to music. You have to actually think about what you're going to buy. When you go and buy an album, you have to actually think about it rather than with Spotify and stuff. It's just there instantly. You don't have to think about it.
There's quite a few sort of albums that we've like waited and gone and bought the CD for before listening to it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Like to sort of like almost like vote with our feet, sort of show that that's what we want. I think a lot of people want that still, like the sort of physical, like media side, and especially listening through like Spotify and streaming, and then listening to the CD. That like the quality is like so much better, which I never thought we'd say, but it's like physical media still has like a massive space.
There was also definitely demand for an EP, I might add. Like whenever we were at shows, we got a good handful of people being like, so when's the EP coming? And it was always EP as well. People wanted an EP. People also wanted CDs as well. So it just felt right.
I think at our stage, like as well, obviously, it's not album time, but an EP, especially like it's kind of how you do it. I think like we've done this EP, we've called it Brat Metal. So anyone who's a new listener that goes onto our Spotify, they see Brat Metal, the EP, they go, this is them. So they'll listen to it and they'll get the idea, they'll get the picture. And I think like at our stage, that's like kind of vital.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already mentioned, you've toured with quite some quite big names. Who would you love to actually share a stage with if you got the opportunity? Who would you love to go on tour with? So they're putting it out into the universe now.
Oh God.
Rush Nico.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I thought you were going to say like System of a Down or Limp Bizkit.
The thing is, like obviously Limp Bizkit, we did kind of share a lineup with them though at Reading and Leeds, which is fun.
It's a tenuous link, but it is a link. I'm giving you that. You have played with Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
T-shirt with them.
Yeah, exactly. We're on a poster with Bring Me the Horizon as well.
Yeah.
It's quite good. And you can actually read our name. It's fine now. So but I think like Limp Bizkit.
Okay, we'll put in a band. Who do you want to tour with, Marlo?
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
I would like to say RIP to Sam Rivers though.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Yeah. That was sad. That broke my heart actually. So yeah, RIP. It goes out to Limp Bizkit. I hope everyone in the band's fine.
We saw them play at Leeds, which I believe was his last show. Just putting that out there that we miss him.
It was a somber moment in the
I felt like if you're bringing up Limp Bizkit, you have to mention that.
Yeah.
But I think System of a Down too. Like I think that's your favorite band, isn't it?
Yeah, my favorite.
I'd like to do like a crazy tour with like a pop artist.
I'm gonna say Ash Nico because I want to put in like a slightly different, so we've got Limp Bizkit, System of a Down, and I want to put Ash Nico in there because she kind of hits the more like pop rappy sound of our like genre, So I'm gonna put that out there.
And I'd also say I'd Bring Me the Horizon. I think we'd do well in the lineup with them. I mean, we've already done Reading, we already played with them, but maybe on a tour or something.
Me the Horizon, we would actually go down well on that lineup.
Yes.
All the bands. We'll play with all of them.
It doesn't matter. You will literally go for anyone. You'll be like, yes, put us on your bill. We'll play with you. I'd love to see you opening for Taylor Swift. That'd be epic. Go for that. Why not?
Sorry? So they're quite heavy. So.
So 2 more questions for you guys. Next is, what country do you want to break into most? Where do you want to most have your music heard?
America. That's what I'm going to say.
Always America, isn't it?
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Jude?
I said yeah.
Japan as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I quite like to break into Germany, but that's cool.
Yeah.
I think we've got a good out of like the analytics. Germany's not too far down. It's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think we've got some shows as everything unfolds in Germany this month. It's November now, isn't it? Yeah, this month. So I guess we're hopefully breaking it now.
Well, I will say good luck to that. So last question. I'm ending on a question I'm asking a few bands now. So it's zombie apocalypse time. You're in Brighton, where the undead are rising from the seafront. What is your survival plan, and which local landmark are you going to turn in to the Brat Metal stronghold?
You can go first. This is your vibe, I feel
Oh
like.
God, no! I thought you guys were going to give me time to think about it.
I don't know. That's the i360,
It's
surely.
made of glass, though.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
you can go really high up into the sky, away from the
I
zombies,
don't think you can control it from in there though.
can't you? Well, someone has to sacrifice themselves down at the
To
bottom.
turn it
to get up. Yeah.
But I felt like the pier would be good.
No.
You could, like-
That's terrible.
That's
No.
going to go up in flames immediately.
I mean, one already did. So
Yeah, it's fate.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, I'm with the i360
Change
if
my
we can
answer.
have someone to sacrifice themselves down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to that one shop that has all the airsoft guns and knives, and I'm gonna stock up, and
Well,
then I'll go to
Smith
some venue and go to the basement.
Yeah, the Rossi bar.
The Rossi bar, to be
Go
fair,
to the Rossi
yeah.
bar. No.
Nah,
no,
if you go to like Chalk or Dust, at least there's like a bunch of drinks that you can just like live off, I guess.
Yeah.
You can
And there's all those tunnels underneath as well, which is quite good.
Oh, mate, people will never find their way through the green room of chalk.
Yeah.
Back there.
So, I'll be honest, I'm surprised none of you said wall up the gardens of the pavilion and live out in luxury.
Yeah.
I suppose.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good.
I've never been in there.
To be fair, I've walked through the gardens and that's about it. So, guys, I really want to thank you for taking the time to chat to me this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure. As I've said, the EP Brat Metal is out now. You guys have to go and check it out. It is well worth it. When EVILLE are in your area, supporting, headlining, doesn't matter. Make sure you check them out. Guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I can't wait to see what you've got coming next. Cheers.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. See you later.